mistaken. And at the end of the age, you and I will meet and talk and we'll find out who was right. But we both believe differently. And of course I believe in the truth as I understand it, and you believe in the truth as you understand it. Now, I don't think it's right as a Christian to want to silence people who are proselytizing for Islam. I wouldn't want to do that, because I think that it's very, very important we have a witness in this world to how complicated matters of faith are and the mystery of the divine. And I think God intended religious diversity for that reason. So therefore I would never talk about silencing people who are trying to convert people to Islam. In fact, I would welcome them, and I would encourage them to welcome me and others who want to, and as part of the excitement of God's world. But you don't see it like that at all, is that right?
Let me give you an example. Father Fender came to India just after the Britishers had conquered India. And he challenged all the Muslim ulama, and held debates in various cities, starting from Calcutta and all, this UP, if you know somewhat of India. And then he reached Delhi. That was the capital. And there, standing on the stairs of the great mosque, he challenged all the ulama of India, come and argue with me. I have defeated all the ulama, starting from Calcutta till coming to Delhi. If there was no one to challenge him, the majority of the Muslims of India would have converted to Christianity. They didn't know anything. But seeing that a Christian father, a learned person, has defeated our ulama. So to stop this thing, what happened? One person came up, Rahmatullah Kiranvi. He defeated him. And then he ran away from the Indian subcontinent. He started his mission in Turkey. And there also the ulama were defeated. But it was the caliphate till that time. So there was a request to Rahmatullah, send Rahmatullah to Turkey so that he can silence this person here. And when he came to know that Rahmatullah Kiranvi is coming to Turkey, he ran from there also. So what are the influences of the people, of the general masses? They are not very knowledgeable. How many percent of people in India could read and understand Quran for themselves? They have faith in their Maulvis. And if the Maulvis stand defeated, what would be the psychological effect? But thank Allah that there was a person.
When we are talking of these things, we still, as Nirmal Saab said, within the context where Muslims are in majority, and you are creating some problems for a person Muslim like me who is living in the United States. You want complete freedom to silence the Christian missionaries or other non-Muslim missionaries here in Pakistan, but you want complete freedom for me to propagate Islam in the United States and not to be silenced by them. So that creates a contradiction.
No, they tried to silence Ahmad Deedat, but were defeated.
Who decides who has been defeated?
When there's an argument and there's a meeting, things is decided. They were silenced. What was the name of that person, who was later on?
Jimmy Swaggart?
Yes. Jimmy Swaggart. He was defeated.
My question is about Muslim and Mu'min. And what I'm trying to sort of comprehend here is that Mu'min is a person who, I suppose, who is developed or evolved in Iman, and whose kirdar is such that it justifies that way. Now, in this whole process of jihad or struggle of various kinds, struggle for living, struggle for rights, and struggle for spreading ideology, various levels of struggle which are there. Eventually, all struggles are triggered, inspired, supported and led by some people. And I want to try and understand this, that how do I recognize a movement?
How do you
Recognize a moment. How do I recognize that somebody who is leading is a moment and not self-professed moment, but the real one? Because really speaking, a moment is the real Musliman. He is a godly person. He is honest, he is compassionate, he has got the goodness of humanity and God's creation in heart, and he is in love with he is in adoration.
These are the attributes of a Mu'min, not a Muslim.
Mu'min. I'm talking Muslim. And therefore, he is, I would say in common parlance, he is really the true Muslim. The definition of Muslim is, hey, be a Mu'min, then only you can be called a Musliman. Now, how do I recognize that person? How do I find him? Because he is the one who can possibly help me, who can guide me.
His character, his behavior.
I'm telling you,
for the purpose of this world, we don't need to decide. Only thing is Muslim. The membership of the society is on Islam, I told you, from the very beginning, not Iman. Because we cannot pass any judgment about Iman of anybody, whether he has it or not. So that the whole socio-political structure is based on Islam. Or you may call it legal Islam. This is legal Iman. Because we have an ayah in Quran in Surah An-Nisa, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu, aminu billahi wa rasul. Oh, you who profess to be Mu'mins, have real Iman in Allah and His messengers and the books. So the legal Iman is Islam. Verbal attestation. He might not be practicing. He might not be saying 5 prayers, not even 1 prayer. But if he believes that prayer is a part of Islamic Sharia, he is accepted as a Muslim.
Last question from Dr. Faris.
Yeah, I just want to be enlightened myself about statement وَمَا عَلَى الرَّسُولِ إِلَّا الْبَلَاغِ. So how we can now tie with this statement and that we are going to establish.
هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله.
Yeah, but
thrice for Prophet Muhammad. It is he, that is Allah, who has sent his messenger, that is Muhammad, with 2 things: the full guidance, the total guidance, al-huda, and the deen al-haq, the true system, political, socio-economic system, deen al-haq.
But it's not mentioned political, socio-political, economic.
Deen is Nizam. The difference between Mazhab and Deen.
But that is interpretation to me. Yeah?
No. For example, we have in Surah Yusuf, Deen al-Malik. What does it mean? Ma kana liyakhudha akhahu fi Deen al-Malik. What does it mean?
Because to convey the message is something else.
No.
To establish it is something else.
Joseph wanted to retain his brother Binyamin with him in Egypt.
Yeah.
He couldn't do it. According to the law of the king. He was not the king. The king was the person who had seen the dream. So either it is the deen of king, deen al-Malik, or it is deen of Allah. يَدْخُلُونَ فِي دِينِ اللَّهِ أَفْوَاجًا. And Islam is deen, not Muslim only. So actually to make that deen supreme over the whole of the system was the basic purpose of the advent of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So I must conclude now.
Thank you so much.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La